Hi guys, welcome to the Real Running Club. Now, many people ask, does Couch to 5K actually work? Well, I can hand on heart tell you, yes, it does. Um, it really does. There's no secret. It's just planned in a way that helps develop the non-runner into a runner. You can do it without Couch to 5K. But trust me, this is by far the easiest and most beneficial way of running. 10 years ago, I went from zero running to running a half marathon. No plan, no couch 5K, just doing it on my own. My first run, even though I was overweight, unfit completely, my first run was 3 miles. Stop, start, blowing out my backside, but pushed through, and that was my minimum run, 2 to 3 times a week. Then gradually from 3 miles, I moved it up to five. Then from five, moved it up to eight. Then when I realised I could do eight, then moved it to 10, 10 to 12, and then went for the Great North Run, which I've got to tell you is one of the greatest things I have ever done. If you ever get the chance to do a half marathon, choose the Great North Run. It is phenomenal. However, doing it that way, I was doing it a little bit too quick. Not the running. The running is not fast. But doing it over such a short period of time, going from zero to half marathon, it was, unbeknown to me, causing issues with my knees to the point where every time I went for a run, I was getting very sharp pain in both knees, and it stopped me from running. Fast forward 10 years of no running, back to overweight, and then decided to go to a slimming sort of place, to help me lose 3 stone, and in conjunction with that, decided to do Couch to 5K because I enjoyed running. I thought, let's try again and see. So over the 9 week period, I took a maximum of, I think it was 12 weeks I did it in, because you can repeat any week you want to do. If you struggle with one, you don't have to blag your way through it and go, well, I'll pretend I did week 4 and go straight to week 5. You're not going to benefit from that. Make sure you get your weeks in and you manage to do it properly. And so yeah, over the course of 12 weeks, I went from zero running. Now, when I say I was zero running, I do mean week 1 of Couch 5K was run for 1 minute, and I struggled for the first run. It took me 2, maybe 3 goes to just run a minute, which to me sounded ridiculous, but that's where I was at. And that is just short of a year ago now. When I decided to start losing weight, that was April last year. 3 stone lighter. Started doing the Couch 5K in October, November time. Did it over winter periods. I've got a treadmill, so it makes it a little bit easier. I'm not weather dependent on that, and got through it. Fast forward a little bit of time, I am now on average running between 6 and 10 miles per week. Nothing spectacular pace. I'm roughly averaging on a 5K, so a 3 mile run on my treadmill or outside. I'm roughly averaging. I work on miles. I'm old school, so I'm doing between 9.5 miles minutes per mile to 10.5 minutes per mile. That is my top end pace. Zone 2, which I'll explain to you another time, which is a slower pace, is between 11.5 and 13.5 minutes per mile. Trust me, if someone shows you the way to zone 2 running, take it on board. It is the most fun I have ever had on a run, and it benefits you massively. And it just feels like you are just out for a stroll, even though you are jogging, but just at a lot slower pace. So yeah, I've done now a 10k, a couple of 5ks. My training is on average a 6 mile run, and I've done a 10k about a month and a half ago. My time, I'm not ashamed to say, was 1 hour, 8 minutes and 54 seconds. That was in Doncaster Wildlife, or South Yorkshire Wildlife Park. So a little bit of concrete, a little bit of gravel, a little bit of grass, but a great course. A few hills, one long hill, which is a killer, but it was a good day, and it was hot, so I'm taking that as an excuse for being slightly slower. Although yeah, it was a great day. So that was my pace. And yesterday, happy to say, did a Race for Life 10k. Never ran on grass, not properly, not a full course on grass. Yes, it is more difficult. It's harder on the legs. You get tired quicker, only because the grass absorbs the bounce that your feet would normally have on concrete. With your trainers, I do have Nike Vomero Plus, which are phenomenal trainers. Just a decent pair of trainers for good cushioning, and managed to get 1 hour, 4 minutes and 54 seconds. So exactly 4 minutes quicker to the second, which is bizarre. That makes no sense. On a tougher course, a few more hills. It was a harder run, but for some strange reason, I was quicker. So I'll take that as a win. So this is how Couch 5k it works. No knee pain, no ankle pain. I'm not dying when I get to the end. Yes, I'm tired. I've worked hard. It's not easy. Running is not easy. If it was easy, everybody could do it. Should everybody do it? It depends on your situation. Mentally, it's good for you too. Obviously, I do these, so I know the benefit of how much running does help mentally. And that is it. So if you're contemplating on doing the Couch 5k, go ahead and do it. The NHS one is a fantastic one. You can follow my page, look at my videos. I will talk you through it as well. And at the end of the day, just to get you active, just to get you fitter. And that is all we need. So Couch 5k, go and try it. Thanks for joining. Enjoy your running. Let me know. Like, subscribe, share to your friends, share to your family, get them involved, have a bit of a challenge amongst yourselves, see who can get to the end the quickest, not pace the quickest, but who can get to week 9 the quickest, because I guarantee you there's going to be at least one run that's going to trip you up, and my guess, it will probably be week 5. It's either run 2 or run 3. I'm not going to tell you how long they are. You'll have to watch the videos to do that. But yeah, follow for more advice. Take care. My name is Terry. I'll see you soon.